This episode is full of value, because I'm saying it is. Hi, I'm Chaz Marler from Pair of Dice Paradise, and welcome back to the second in our three-part series on minimum advertised price, or MAP, policies. Well, last time we confirmed how Yellow's new MAP policy doesn't prevent the store from advertising a board game lower than a specified price. It just prevents them from telling anyone about it in any way, shape, or form. Now, while some may see it as an unhealthy thing to allow a product's manufacturer to dictate a product's market value instead of those who are actually trying to sell it to customers, it's actually a pretty wise approach. At least, that seems to be the opinion of CMON Games, another board game publisher who recently launched a MAP policy of their very own. In a press release, CMON clarified the benefit of their MAP policy, stating that by unilaterally imposing restrictions on minimum prices advertised by CMON's new distribution network and retail partners, CMON products' perceived value in customers' eyes will be enhanced, which is in the best interest of consumers and CMON's partners. Well, thank goodness someone is finally enhancing board game value. Up to now, publishers have had to increase the perceived value of their products by developing better written rules, higher quality components, and more engaging gameplay. Idiots. Who knew that all this time, the real secret to creating games with a higher perceived value was simply to advertise them for a more expensive price? CMON Games! That's who! Now, some may think that reducing the number of distributors that carry their products, thereby suppressing price competition, and then demanding that retailers advertise their products for no lower than 15% off the price that they arbitrarily specify, may seem to be in opposition to the customer's best interests. But, nah. I mean, all we need to do to prove that CMON's press release isn't a complete festering load of hot garbage is to look back to the recent Kickstarter campaign for their much-anticipated game, Rising Sun. Now, before I go any further, I gotta be honest. I don't back very many Kickstarters, but I did back Rising Sun. And just like CMON predicted, I didn't do it because of the portfolio of the designer, or the proven component quality of the publisher, or an affinity for the game's artwork, or liking what I learned about the game while researching its rules. Nah, were any of those things relevant to the value of a board game? No, what enticed me to invest in this game's Kickstarter was its advertised price. Obviously. I mean, sure, $100 for a single board game may be on the high side, but the above average price is what enhanced the value of this CMON product in my eyes. But then, unfortunately, as the Rising Sun Kickstarter continued, more and more stretch goals were unlocked, adding more units, and more factions, and more component upgrades to the game. Oh, cut it out! By the time its campaign ended, my $100 pledge now provided me with far more than $100 worth of content. With so much bang for my buck, my perceived value of the game was greatly diminished. I barely want the thing anymore now. But that makes sense. I mean, it's exactly why customers always rush to confidently purchase the highest price option when given several choices. Because if it's one thing that consumers hate, it's comparison shopping and competitive pricing. At least, that's what this consumer perceives through his eyes. Advertising, not selling. Bad move. Bad call. How you...